गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णू गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरा गुरुर्साक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। ॐ सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषाद्वै। Om Shanti 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 Hari Om. Let there be peace, let there be peace and love amongst all the human beings of the universe. Let there be peace. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. We are going to start the contemplation on the chapter number 19. That is the Chitta Prashamanam, the quenching or the calming of the mind, which is a very important topic. But before we start that topic, there's a little change which I just wanted to indicate here. That's why I put up the message also in our afternoon meeting. The people who are not there in the afternoon meeting, but they are the subscribers, they can also know. Subscribers on this SMD Jivan Sir. Usually, dear friends, colleagues, and well wishers, every day we have the online YouTube uh, delivery on the essence of a Yogavaasishtha chapter wise. That is first to fifth chapter, then revision, then first to 10 chapter revision, all chapters, first to 15 chapter revision, all chapters. Likewise, multiple of 5, like we'll be doing that after 28th chapter again the revision. So that will continue. Only thing that it will not be only at 2:30 time because of my own assignment change and busy schedule. It will not be exactly at 2:30, but nevertheless there'll be one upload of video every day on the channel SMD Jivan Sir. You are all requested to visit regularly there and contemplate for the betterment. The message is simple. We have to contemplate. Unless we contemplate every day, the mind which has the wrong notions, wrong ideas, wrong imaginations over life on life, years on years, and maybe this life also. So that is possible only by contemplating every day. Personality of individual has to be changed. That's why this message is there. This was related to the 20 to 30 minutes of YouTube videos from chapter 1 to 32. Apart from that, there are some YouTube shorts. That's only for fun and for the people who are new to Hindu mythologies, they can get some message there. So that you can ignore, but main thing is the videos from one chapter number 1 to 32 along with the revisions. Those will be of really use to us. Thank you. With this, we'll start with our contemplation on chapter number 19. The title itself of this chapter is the quenching or the calming of the mind. यानी अपना मन शांत करने के लिए क्या करना पड़ेगा। बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट टॉपिक है। अपने सबके लिए समस्या है अपना मन कैसे शांत रखेगी, क्योंकि मन ही हर वक्त इधर से उधर मन जाते रहता है। माइंड कीप्स ऑन मूविंग फ्रॉम वन प्लेस टू अनदर प्लेस, वन ऑब्जेक्ट टू अनदर ऑब्जेक्ट। ये अपना मन ही तो है कि अपने को खूब घुमाते रहता है। दिस माइंड मेक्स अस रन हियर एंड देयर एंड दैट्स व्हाई वी सफर, एंड दैट सफरिंग इज basically because of ourselves. It is nothing, no outside agent. So what is that, and how this chapter number 19, that is the quenching of the mind or calming of the mind, that is chitta prashamanam, is going to help us. Now before we start this chapter, there is a small story. What happens is, the people who are unable to contemplate or people who are unable to focus, they may feel this is of no use and they may disregard that, but actually it is like the story of grapes are sour. When we cannot get anything, then we say that the grapes are sour, but we never made an attempt. So Vashishtha Rishi says, for the expansion of this worldly relative world, duality here, body is the seed. And that's what is being said by Vashishtha Rishi to the question which Rama has posed in the shloka number 1. So the topic number one here is Chittasa Dve Bije, the two seeds of the mind. The prime causes are of two two seeds. So what is that? Sri Ramavacha. The question Bhagwan Sri Ram is asking to Vasishtha Rishi. Always remember that the essence of Yogavaasishtha, all stories are being addressed to the Rama's mind by Vasishtha Rishi, and in turn it is addressed to our mind. So first shloka, page number 192, chapter number 19. Sri Ramavacha Brahman Sanskruti Mruddhi Kalataya Vitata Krute Kim Bijam Tasya Kim Bijam Bijam Tasyapi Kim Bhave. So seed of the seed of the seed. Ram is asking a very clever question. Now he says, revered sage, what is the seed that is a prime cause of the grapevine or a creeper of worldly existence which has been spread out its form or body? Which is the cause of that seed and which is the origin even of that cause? That means he is asking three things. What is the seed of this grapevine creeper वर्ल्डली एग्जिस्टेंस? ये वर्ल्डली एग्जिस्टेंस कैसा है? शायद ये बॉडी से आया हो सकता है, पर ये बॉडी का एग्जिस्टेंस कहाँ से आया? व्हाट इज द कॉज ऑफ दैट सीड? वो कहाँ से? व्हाट इज द ओरिजिन ऑफ दैट सीड? सो दैट्स व्हाट इज बीन आस्क्ड हियर. सो Vashishtha said, for the expansion of the relative world, that is duality, hey Rama, the body is the seed and expansion of this is called as world. After body identification, samsara begins. So when you wake up in the morning, with a body identification, samsara begins. So seed is the body. After I identify with body, I become all upadhis like husband, wife, father, mother, son, daughter, and likewise, and then we suffer in that process. Actually, we are man or a woman. Man or woman never suffer. It is only the upadhis that suffer. So that day when this thing will click to your mind, understand that God's grace has started showering on you. जिस दिन तुमको ये पता चल जाएगा कि जो सफर हो रहा है वो आदमी या औरत नहीं है, सफर हो रहा है ये पूरे रिलेशन से. कौन से रिलेशन? फादर, मदर, ब्रदर, सिस्टर, हस्बैंड, वाइफ, इन लॉज एंड आउट लॉज. यानी जो उपाधि है, ये उपाधि कैसे आई? बॉडी आइडेंटिफिकेशन से. जैसे अपन उठे, रात भर अपन सोते हैं तो अपने को बॉडी आइडेंटिफिकेशन नहीं है तो मौज में है. When we are snoring, nobody can object your snoring because you are snoring. Nobody has any right on your snoring. So as long as we are identified with body, waking experiences play the role very well, but don't get entangled with the role. If you are a father, play the role of a father with a son or a daughter. If you are a son, play a role of a son with a father or a mother. So thought cannot be born without a reference point. You require a reference point. So don't give any reference to the mind. Absence of everything is poisoning the mind. That is nothing to gain, nothing to lose. In the same manner, we don't have to become divine. We are divine. So whether you like it or not, whether you know it or not, whether you want it or not, you are divine. आप ही प्रत्यक्ष परमेश्वर हो. So we don't have to get any realization. Whether we want it or not, we are divine. Hold on to this. Mind without form is consciousness. So, likewise, now Vasishtha Rishi said, shloka number 2. Vasishtha Uvacha Sanskruti Vratate Bijam Shariram Vidhi Raghava Bijam Asya Sharirasya Chittam Chittam Asha Vashanugam. Raghava, know the body as the cause of the creeper of worldly existence. So moment we have this body identification, this becomes the creeper of the worldly existence. So first question has been answered. What is this seed or a prime cause of the grapevine of worldly existence that is spread out into form of body? So it is a body only. Know the body as the cause of creeper. The origin of this body is the mind, following the influence of submission to the desire. So now it is given the answer: body, mind, desire. So first seed is body. That is a body identification. Second seed is mind. So mind takes you for a tour. And third is It's a desire, the mind's desire. So a lady asked a question to a revered saint. She was following that saint, she was doing the satsang, and a very subtle question she has asked: Mahatma, please tell me how I am going to get realization. How I am going to get realization was her question. This is a normal question anybody can ask. And Mahatma ji has answered that in a very tricky way which she could not understand. A dog was trying to bite his own tail, and he went circle and circle, and he fell down. She could not understand the answer. So she went to another monk, and then that monk explained: a dog trying to bite his own tail. That means we, whether you like it or not, whether you know it or not, whether you want it or not, you are divine. You know you are divine. Still you are going. You are not keeping your mind focused on your understanding. समझदारी बढ़ाना है. The person who is divine, how can he realize divinity? He is already divine. He is already divine. So that's why it is example is given, and then you fall down because then you get frustrated. That means you want to maintain a duality, and with the maintenance of duality, still you want to have a uniqueness, which is not possible. And why it is not to have been accepted? We are unable to accept it because of Sansruti Vrateta Bijam. We don't want to get rid of body identification. We are scared. We want to keep our body identification. We want to keep duality. मैं अलग हूँ भगवान अलग है ऐसे उसको रखना चाहते हैं. So wrong sadhana. We are doing wrong sadhana. Keeping the world as real and I as a body, and then you do all your religious procedures, japa, dhyan, and all that. So what has to be done then? You keep on doing whatever has to be done by. Maybe in morning after taking bath you have to do puja, just do that. After that you have to do japa, do that. After that you have to do dhyana, do that. But then keep that mind that divinity within. The divinity is within. So respect all your earlier procedures, but have a divinity within. Otherwise, what happens is we feel we are doing a religious practice, but then it becomes Satyam Vada, Dharmam Chara, Swadhyaya, Vasudeva Kutumbakam, and then it becomes only a fanciful spirituality. You become only caught into the duality. What has to be dropped is sense of otherness has to be dropped and sense of individuality has to be dropped. So that is important. And again it is said that what has to be seen is the divinity within. And that's why now this Vasishtha Rishi is explaining very nicely. Rama has asked, what is the seed of this worldly existence, and what is the seed of that, and what is the seed of that? So he has answered very nicely. The seed of worldly existence is body, and seed of that worldly body is mind, and seed of that is desire. So body, mind, and desire. These are the three things. Shloka number 3. द्वे बीजे चित्तवृक्षस्य वृत्तिव्रतति धारिणः एकं प्राणपरिस्पन्दो द्वितीयं दृढभावना. So it is said that two causes are there. There are two origins for the seed of mind. Now we are gone into the mind. Bearing the creepers of thought. ये मन जो है इसको इसके भी दो सीड्स है. कौन से? One is the moment of prana, that is vital energy or a bioenergy, prana. And second is a firm imagination. Second is most dangerous. For shloka number 4. Yada praspandate prana nadi sansparsha nodhyata tada samvedanam mayam chittam ashu prajayate. When the vital air bioenergy moves or vibrates, engage in its contact with the channels, that is nadis, then the mind consists of the feeling or sensation is born quickly. When the chitta is also disturbed, so prana cannot be equated with the breath. It is a vital energy that is responsible for physiological functions and it operates through nervous and other channels in the body. Breathing is only one of the manifestations. Oftentimes, yogis text designate the breath by the term prana while dealing with the control of bioenergy through the regulation. Control of breathing, which is considered to be the most effective way for controlling prana. It is only one of the ways, not all the ways. So now there are two things told. One is prana and second is imagination. So what is the seed of this body? Mind, which under influence of desires, expectations, hope, becomes enlivened. So body and mind are held together by the glue of desire, expectations, hopes and worries. ये मन और बॉडी एक में को जोड़ के रखे हैं डिजायर की वजह से, एक्सपेक्टेशंस, होप्स और वरीज की वजह से. So what inherent potentiality is there in Paramatma to become activated by praspandate? Like there is the inherent potential in the sea. If you go near the sea next time, you please watch that. When you go near the sea and the waves are dashing near the seashore, when it dash to the wall, whoosing sound comes. Yeah, continuous housing sound. So this hosing sound, it itself is what having of the water and hosing sound which is coming, which we call as waves, momentum. This is its inherent potential of the sea. Similarly, inherent potential of the Paramatma is what? Praspanande. That is inherent potential. You cannot ask why. Like why fire is hot, you can't ask. Why ocean is waving, you cannot ask. You have to keep mum. In a deep sleep, minimum spanda is going on. Only life is maintained. But when we wake up, prana shakti permeates in fraction of a moment in all the nadis. Therefore, mind becomes enlivened moment you wake up. Then, and I am this, I am that. All these things starts happening right from the morning. Chetana is a manifested consciousness is common. Life principle is common throughout all the beings. Then, because of the pranaspanda, it becomes enlivened. So now we can take this. Chaitanya is there. चैतन्य इज परमात्मा एंड दैट बिकम्स एनलिवर्ड. वो एकदम जागृत हो जाता है. कब जागृत हो जाता है? प्राण स्पंद की वजह से जागृत हो जाता है. It becomes identified with the total body. Then we start saying I am healthy, I am unhealthy, and all starts of misery starts coming in. So it is a prana spranda which makes the mind enlivened. So that is the first thing. And second is imagination, firm imagination. Shloka number 5. सती सर्वसमा संवित प्राणस्पंदेन बोधिता संवेद्यमादरात् याति ततो दुःखानि चेतसा. Consciousness existing wholly even or unmoved aroused by the moment of prana or vital air proceeds towards what is fit to be pursued or known on account of the attention that is desire. Then arises the sorrow of the mind. So the consciousness or Chaitanya which is there or Paramatma which is there, due to this Paraspanda, what happens is moment of prana, what happens is mind gets enlivened, and when the mind gets enlivened, then it tries to know what is a desire, what is not desire, and accordingly samsara begins and he becomes miserable. When mind is closed, no objectivity runs, no problem. In deep sleep, there is no problem. Mind is not running extrovert. But if mind is there, it will run. Like Kathopanishad said, Parancha Khani, like this Swayambhu itself has made our indriyas outwardly, बहिर्मुख बनाया है. इसलिए व्यक्ति बाहर देखता है, वो अंदर नहीं देखता है. कोई बुद्धिमान पुरुष ही है जो अपनी इंद्रियों को विषय से हटा के अमर तत्व की इच्छा करके अंदर देखता है. That is a bhadurti. So what is the meaning of this in English? A Kathopanishad statement is that the Almighty has only made our senses outwardly. So we always see outwardly. Moment we our vital energies, that is prana, gets enlivened during morning, that is Jagruta Avastha, in a fraction of second. What happens? We become extrovert and we start Likes and dislikes we start analyzing, and accordingly we focus our mind on likes and dislike, and then we enjoy or suffer, and that is the misery of the life. So the last shloka which we will be seeing today is Yogina chitta shantartham kurvanti pranarodhanam chitya sotpattima param vasana janita shunu. Yogis practice the restraint of prana, that is vital energy, for the sake of tranquility of the mind, that is cessation of thought. Here the other manner of the birth of mind occasioned by the mental impression carried through the succession of previous births. So mental impressions also are left over, and that is because of previous births. So note is given here: these mental impressions or vasana constitutes the memory of experience in the present incarnation, and the impressions on the unconscious stored during previous incarnations. So previous incarnations, whatever is stored, and this incarnation, whatever is stored, all remains as a vasana. And if you start practicing like देखो सुनो बोलो मत, then that what will happen is we hear but we don't hear, we listen but we don't listen. So likewise, if you practice, any object which enters mind creates uncomfortable condition in the mind. That uncomfortable condition of the mind is called as desire, and that desire will be likes or dislikes. So, what has to be dropped is no past, no future, no comparison in the present, only remains as a B. If we remain as B, then this question of vasana, this will not come and will not trouble us. Next shloka we'll see, and that we'll see tomorrow. Druda bhavanaya tvakta purva paravicharanam yat adanam prathar padarthasya vasanasa prakirtita. The seizing of object by firm idea or imagination, abandoning the investigations or the reflection of earlier and later stage, is declared as the vasana or mental impressions. So when the mind dies, nor the Chaitanya dies, nor the Chaitanya dies, nor the existence dies, nor the body dies, nobody dies. So we don't die. But where? When it is the Druda Bhavana, this vasanas comes because of the Druda Bhavana, because of the intense longing, you become like that. So vasanas is like if you take a utensil and there is a garlic paste in that. Use the garlic paste for preparing vegetable, but that smell remains to that utensil. So this lingering smell is called as vasana as far as garlic is concerned. Similarly, the lingering smell, that is the lingering smell because of the mental impressions of last birth, and the lingering smell because of the firm idea, wrong ideas of this birth. गलत धारणाएं इस वक्त की और गलत धारणाएं पुराने इसकी इसकी इसको वासना बोलते हैं, और ये वासना अपने को सुखी या दुखी और मिजरेबल करती है. तो इसके बाहर निकलने के लिए क्या करना पड़ेगा? इट इज नॉट one day's job or only immediately it will happen. It is a slow process. And how it has to come out? Remain just being, remain just happy. So what has to be there required is remain always cheerful, blissful, happy, contented, tranquil, and over and above relaxed and cool always. How to remain that? We'll see again this Chitta Se Dve Vijay, that is quenching or calming of the mind. It is continued tomorrow with these prayers. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tatsat. Sri Ramachandra Namaste. Submitting the divine fruits to the holy fruits of Sri Ramachandra.